Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about 5 design mistakes that I see over and over again. I hope that this helps you think through some decisions before you get into your design project. We all make mistakes. All of us make design mistakes. In fact, I have a whole video called 10 mistakes I made renovating my kitchen. 10 things that 5 years later are kind of driving me nuts. I'll link that below so that you can check it out if you like. But really, we want to try to avoid making mistakes as much as possible, right? There are actually lots of videos on YouTube about design mistakes, and I really love watching them. So this is just my take on things that I have seen that I think are really bad decisions when it comes to design. So here we go, let's dive in. Before we do, hit subscribe, click that bell so that you get notified every time a new video comes up. I post a new design video every Thursday, and I've even started a second video called Ask Marisa. If you have any questions that you want to ask, feel free to throw them in the comments, and maybe your question will be featured in an upcoming video. Okay, I'm gonna get this first one out of the way because you probably have heard it before, but just in case you haven't, hanging art too high. Art should be like somewhere between like 52, 54-ish centimeters off the ground, and it should be, the center of the art piece should be the center of your eye. Which means if you're in a room where you're sitting most of the time, like a living room or a family room, your art can even be lower than that in there. Stop hanging your art so high. Design mistake number 2 is ignoring or maybe not even being aware of undertones. For example, I recently was working on a kitchen project with a client, and we took the countertop sample, the cupboard sample, and the backsplash tile sample all together and put them in one space, and right away you could see they don't match. They were all white, but they did not match. They did not look good together because the undertones of one was blue, the undertone of another one was yellow. You have to make sure that the undertones of the colors you're choosing really coordinate well together so that it feels really cohesive and that it flows. So make sure you just grab all your samples and bring them together before you actually determine what product you're gonna buy. Actually, a good example is behind me. The face of my island is a bright white, and the quartz countertops on top of the island are actually, they have a really gray undertone even though they're white, which makes my cupboards look really bright and it makes the countertops look a little dull. This case, it worked really great. I loved how it turned out. But if you didn't mean for that, if you really were going for a white cupboard and white countertops and a white backsplash and then that got installed, you would be highly disappointed and you would think this is not what I wanted. So check the undertones before you make a decision. I tie-dyed my black sweatshirt and I love it. You see? Okay, this one is my biggest pet peeve. This one I think is like, I see it all the time. Yes, okay, I'll just give it to you. Biggest design mistake in my opinion is copying other people. You are unique. You have likes and dislikes and things that bring you joy and things that make you frustrated, and you could bring all of these pieces into your space that look really great. Looks like a Pinterest shot, it looks like something you saw on Instagram, it looks like something that came out of a magazine, but if it really doesn't reflect you, well then what kind of a space is that? It takes very little skill to create a beautiful space, but it takes more skill to create a space that's beautiful, that truly reflects the owner of the home. And I just really hate it when I see people copying and pasting what they see and just putting it in their home, and they're in the process, yeah, their space is beautiful, but it's not them. There's nothing personal connecting them to their space. There's no story being told about who they are and what their likes or dislikes are or what their passions are, or you know, that kind of stuff. Do yourself a favor, learn what you love from other people, see the things that other people are doing that really inspire you, but then shut off the inspiration. Get away from other people's images, get away from Pinterest, get away from Instagram, and just go to some websites of retailers and start looking at individual products. What tile really jumps out at you? What furniture really jumps out at you? Not what are you trying to copy and reproduce, but what, when you see it, does something inside of you light up? And pay attention to that. If you bring those types of items into your home, you're gonna create a home that you love and that feels like a wonderful representation of you. Okay, this one kind of goes hand in hand with that one, and it is number 4, jumping on the latest trends. Listen, I have no problem jumping on the latest trends. I'm all for trying something new and fun and exciting. But if you don't know who you are and you don't know what your style is and you're still in a copying and pasting kind of vibe when it comes to decorating your home, jumping on the latest trend is not gonna work for you, because just give it time and you're not gonna like your space. Something about it's gonna be annoying. You might not even be able to put your finger on it. You might not even know exactly what it is that's bugging you about your space. But if it's just because you jump on the latest and greatest and the newest, you're missing out on building a home that reflects you and building a home that oozes the essence of who you are. Learn what you love, incorporate it into the design of your home, whether it's ever gonna be on a magazine or whether it's an item that is ever gonna be popular on Pinterest or Instagram. If you love it, if it sparks joy, if it makes your heart happy, then rock it and love it and just accept that it's you. And you're gonna love having a space that reflects you way more than you're gonna love having a space that reflects somebody else. Okay, and last but not least, number 5 is not having enough white space. Have you ever been into those homes where it's like everywhere you turn, there's something on a wall, there's something on the little nook and cranny, something hung here, something on the counter here, something on this not enough breathing space. There needs to be white space in order for the items that you have put in your space to really come to life. So just like go through your house and do an assessment and see, like, do I need to actually take some stuff away and pare down to create white space so that the items I do have really shine? Give that some thought. I would love for you to learn from all the mistakes that I made when I did my kitchen, so check that video out, 10 mistakes I made when I decorated my kitchen. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Pop by, say hi, let's have a chat. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and we'll see you next time right here on I Am Loved.